They say all sinners have a future, and all saints have a past. Some canonized individuals had very incriminating pasts. Here are 6 saints who were notorious criminals. Moses the Black, also called Moses the Ethiopian for his heritage, or Moses the Strong, no doubt due in part to his bulky physical build. This slave developed a knack for thievery and mischief in his younger years. Driven from his owner's house because of his bad behavior, he eventually led a band of thieves who earned a nasty reputation. One day, when on the run from local authorities, Moses hides out at a monastery in Skete, near Alexandria, Egypt. Blown away by the monk's lifestyle, he himself eventually becomes a monk, a priest, an abbot, and a pacifist. Saint Olga of Kiev. Princess Olga married Prince Igor, the ruler of Kiev, in the early 900s. Many years later, a group of their Slavic enemies, the Drevlins, killed her husband. Olga became regent, and thereby the official ruler, until her son was old enough to take the throne. In an attempt to grab power, the Drevlins then petitioned Olga to marry their prince. The Drevlins sent men to Olga, thinking they'll win her over, but Olga had them buried alive instead. But then, Olga sends word back to the prince, saying, "Yeah, let's totally get married. Please send over your best and brightest to come and escort me." The Drevlins receive a friendly welcome and are directed to the bathhouse, where Olga has the doors locked and the building lit on fire. Talk about a warm reception. Olga did perform some more crimes against humanity that would be right at home in an episode of Game of Thrones, but you can look that up yourself. Around 950, Olga converts to Christianity and is baptized in Constantinople. She was a major advocate and supporter of missions and the spread of Christianity in Kiev and the surrounding area. She is also highly regarded by the Orthodox Church. Dismas, the Good Thief. Crucified next to Christ on Black Friday, this venerated but not formally canonized man, traditionally named Dismas, is the penitent thief in the Gospels whom Jesus informs that today he will be with him in paradise. Tradition also dictates that this man lived in the desert and would rob or murder anyone who crossed his path. One day, he comes across a man, a woman, and their infant child. Dismas decides to leave them unmolested. As it turned out, that family was the Holy Family. Saint Callistus. This pope and martyr started out as a Roman slave in the early 200s. He mishandled the money of a bank he was entrusted to manage, then was caught trying to escape. He was forced into hard labor at a mill. Upon release, he disappointed his creditors, who thought he could get them their money back. Callistus got into a fight instead, and was sent to the mines of Sardinia as punishment. Upon release from the mines, he worked at a public Christian cemetery in Rome. Pope St. Zephyrinus took a liking to him, and eventually made him priest and advisor. And the rest is history. Saint Quiteria. Very little in terms of historical facts are known about this saint, but there are some very interesting legends surrounding her life. Supposedly born in the 400s as a non-uplet, one of 9 total twins, she and her sisters refused to worship the Roman gods, and were imprisoned in a tower. They managed to escape, and they freed the other prisoners in the process. Apparently, they waged a bit of a guerrilla warfare campaign for a time against the Roman Empire. Eventually, they were caught and beheaded. Ignatius of Loyola. The founder of the Jesuits was truly a man of the world before becoming a saint. He used to be vain and hot-headed. He got into a fight one night, and the local authorities had to be called in. Ignatius is quite possibly the only canonized saint with a notarized police record for nighttime brawling with intent to inflict serious harm. For that matter, he is probably the only canonized saint with a notarized police record, period. There you have it. Do you know of any other saints with an incriminating past? Put it in the comments section. And here's the obligatory request to watch some more videos, subscribe, and follow RCT on social media. Thank you very much.